Hey guys, I really like this Starlink setup on our Noovo van. And what I really like is that you can monitor your Victron, you can monitor your camper with it. And I have my Ring security cameras connected to it as well. You can see that it's plugged in here. And the one issue I have with it is that when you shut off your inverter, it stops powering. See, I have the Ring camera on a little magnet mount, little panel that charges the Ring camera. But I have a solution for powering your Starlink if you're away from the van for 4 to 6 hours. You can easily power it by a little battery. And so this is an EcoFlow River 3 Plus. It automatically switches on power if it loses power. So if I plug the Starlink router into the EcoFlow, you can use any battery actually. And then you shut off the inverter, the EcoFlow will automatically power the Starlink without even losing connection. It's a 10 millisecond switch over, which your lights don't even blink when that happens. That allows you to monitor your van if you're away, if you want to put on the Ring security cameras without running your inverter, running your battery down. Anyway, it's a good option. I'm just gonna show you how I did it. First, it's very difficult to get back into this space. It's really hard to reach. So I'm gonna just remove this panel and it'll allow me to reach right back there and plug everything together. See, the cover is held down by a hex key, and it's actually a 5/32 hex key. Very simple to undo the bolts. Okay, once the bolts are undone, you just simply pull the cover off and you have direct access. All I've done is simply reach my arm in and plugged in the plug for the EcoFlow. I'll just unplug the Starlink plug and plug it into the EcoFlow. The Starlink plug is held by a kind of a plastic keeper, and if you want to keep that, I didn't unwind it. I just plugged it right into the back of the EcoFlow, and then I'll slide the EcoFlow right over. Okay, I've slid everything over. Everything's plugged in. I'm gonna turn on the switch for the EcoFlow, which turns on the AC power. Okay, everything's plugged in. I've turned on the AC outlet for the EcoFlow. You can see you have other outlets which are much easier to reach as well as this 12-volt port. It's got a little light you can turn on if you want to turn on a light back here. And it's got DC, so it's got USB-C, USB-A ports as well. As you can see with the inverter on, you still have pass-through charging to the EcoFlow. You can see the AC load is 41 watts, 55 watts, 63. And on the EcoFlow, you have the same. So it's passing through the charge straight from the inverter. And now I'm just going to shut off the inverter. Off, set. Okay, there was a click. The microwave's off, so the inverter's off. And the EcoFlow is powering the Starlink without any delay. It's working well. So this allows you to monitor your van without the inverter on. You can see that it's disconnected, the inverter's off. There are no loads AC. There is some solar coming in, and you can still monitor this with your phone app. So I've just popped on the cover. I'll put the screws back in. I've got a little light here, but you can see what it looks like from inside. Very easy to reach, very easy to plug things in. A lot easier than the outlet. Also gives you the capability to keep your Starlink on. Even if you have the Starlink in standby mode, you can still monitor your system. So here is the Victron app on my phone. You can see that it's not connected to shore power. It's getting some solar charging, and it has very small DC power output, and I think that's the refrigerator. And then I'm gonna switch to my EcoFlow app, and there's the camper. You can see that it is powering the Starlink. And then I will show you the Ring app, and this is the Ring camera that is on a magnet mount on the back of my camper. And you can see, you can listen to the microphone, or you can listen to the speaker, you can speak on the microphone, but that's on the back of the camper. So if you're away from your camper, you can have a couple cameras on your Ring. I learned about the magnet mount from one of the Noovo posts, and it works really well. Oh, the other thing about the EcoFlow that I really like is that it has a solar port, and you can hook up a 200 watt solar panel onto EcoFlow and charge it as well. So one final thing, what's really cool about the Starlink plugged into the battery is that you can continue to monitor your Victron system. You can turn it off and on as well. And so with the Starlink powered by your normal inverter, if the inverter's off, you can't see the Victron app unless you're inside the camper. So this is a really neat option of turning it on. So you can see now I've connected to the Victron, it's off, and so I can turn it on as well. Confirm, and there we go. Now it's back on, and it's getting shore power now. The battery's charging. I've got solar going into it, and it should be charging the EcoFlow as well. Let's see. And now you see it also charging the EcoFlow. Still output into the Starlink, but now that the inverter's on, the van is plugged in, it's recharging the EcoFlow. And now you can see the EcoFlow is back to 100% after a few minutes, and it's still feeding power pass through because the inverter's on to the Starlink. So again, if the inverter's off, the EcoFlow will automatically take over and continue powering the Starlink, which gives you access remotely to your camper, to your cameras, to your inverter,